Sponsored by Bet365.
Hello everybody, welcome to Tuck's Tips at Rugby.com.au. An exciting Irish edition this week, Tuck.
Mate, it's going to be amazing. You know, the Aussie B team beats the French in Paris. Amazing victory, and I think that'll be just what the team needs in this tour. Really revitalise the guys after that such a close win against Scotland. It's what the team needed. On these tours, when your B side comes on and gets a game and they play well, it just lifts the other blokes for two reasons. Obviously, the culture and the group together. More importantly, the blokes know they have to play well to keep their spots.
No doubt, Tuck, that this will be the hardest game of the campaign so far. Czech's gone with a different back row combination with David Pocock at number 8 and Dean Mumm at number 6 with Michael Hooper, of course, at number 7.
Obviously, Dean Mumm missed the Scottish game through suspension, so he comes back into the side, and there is no way you could drop David Pocock.
And the back's, of course, the same side that we did see take on Scotland.
Yeah, obviously Bernard Foley thought he was getting a rest, but had got called in very late for an injured Quade Cooper, and nothing against Quade, but Foley was tremendous again, and probably was a big part of that difference with Pocock. Back to that regular back line, and I think a lot of them will have to play well because I was really impressed with Kyle Godwin. He was exceptional in his first test, the starters back this week will feel the pressure, but looking forward to this one.
We said last week that the French in Paris was as tough as it gets. Ireland in Dublin, I guess, just as difficult.
Tough game there after a big game they had against the All Blacks. Obviously, after that great win in Chicago, they were very keen to back that up. Not quite there, and they really did get bashed. The Kiwis came in there with a lot of physicality, and the Irish have whinged a bit about it this week. They've got a lot of guys in doubt. Obviously, Sexton out for the Irish, a massive loss for them, and also Stander, Henshaw, and Carney also in doubt. Carney was exceptional. He's a great fullback, and he's played one of his best games last week. He'll be a massive loss if he's out. But the Irish will want to jump back on this, and this is going to be the game of the tour so far for me, for the Aussies. Definitely the hardest one they've played so far, and they're going to have to be on the top of their game in Dublin to beat a very, very good Irish side.
And of course, we do have the player in focus this week. It's the Wallaby fly half, Bernard Foley.
Yeah, Bernard Foley has had a tremendous tour. He has been instrumental in getting this side on the front foot, putting guys in holes. He's been great. And the forwards have played well, which allowed him to do that. But for mine, he is playing great football. He seems to lift every time he goes to the Northern Hemisphere. His goal kicking's been superb. His generalship, everything's been great. And I think he's a big part of the Wallabies getting over this game. But for me, I still like the Aussies that had a week of rest, most of these players on this side, and also the Irish were bashed last week against the Kiwis. I think the Aussies can win this one. But as you can see by the bookies, it's going to be tight. 1.5 start to the Aussies, which is nothing. And I think the Aussies can do this. But it's going to be tight. It's going to be a great game. Full house in Dublin. Be a great atmosphere. Plenty of Guinness will be drunk long before the game by Australian and Irish fans.
And another international on in Europe sees the All Blacks taking on the French.
Yeah, the Kiwis are very, very short favourites, almost black caviar-like favouritisms, and the French, really outsiders, which for mine, I can understand. But the thing about the French, on their day, they can beat anyone. And if anyone's going to beat the All Blacks, their bogey side is France.
Well, there you have it, folks. The tip, as always, from the man himself, Matt Tuck Dunning. Thanks for coming in, Matt.
Thanks for having me again, Marty.
Remember, if you are going to have a bet this weekend on any of the footy over in Europe or back home in Australia, do so responsibly.
Kick the tree, Ireland! To be sure, to be sure!